What's good, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hey, what's up, love? I'm Kay, and if you've been here before, thank you so much for stopping back by. Alright, so you guys already know which video it is. It is our summer 2019 trends forecast, and I'm smiling from ear to ear because I'm extremely excited for this video. You guys know, if you are subscribed to my channel, that these are my favorite videos to make, but I can only make 2 a year because of course that's how seasons go. But today we're going to be making the last of 2019. That is so weird to say, like, oh my god, like summer 2019 is actually here and it's like September. Like, it's almost done, guys. It's really almost done. So let's hop into the video and let's talk about which trends are going to be hot and popping this summer and which you should consider buying into and which are already in retail. And yeah, if you haven't watched my previous trends forecast videos, then I will link all of them down below. But without any further ado, let's hop straight into it because this is going to be a nice juicy video and I can't wait. So let's just jump straight into it. Alrighty, so let's get started. So before I get started, like always, I'm going to put out a disclaimer out there. The fact that I am going to be talking about trends. I'm not going to be talking about what you should be wearing. I know a lot of the time that's how these trend forecast videos can come across. Like, I'm telling you, you should be wearing this. If you're not wearing this, then I don't know what type of punishment people think that they're gonna get if they're not wearing the trends that I'm talking about. But I am talking about trends. I'm not talking about personal style. In my series that I'm doing currently on my channel, I will go into how to develop your personal style. But if you want to catch up on videos that I have done about that, then I will link all of them down below. But I'm talking about trends in this video. I'm not talking about staples. I'm not talking about items you need in your wardrobe. So you don't need any of these things. I am just letting you know what you should expect in retail, what was shown on runway, and what, you know, like what's on and popping, what is cute, what is not, and basically what you can buy into should you be interested in the trend and should it work with your personal style. So don't forget, I say this in all these videos, the fact that you should work on developing your personal style, and any sorts of trends that come with time or anything like that should only add to your personal style and not be the base of your personal style. So that's basically what I wanted to say as a disclaimer. So with that out of the way, let's hop straight into our trends. Okay, let's hop straight into it. So if you have watched my previous videos of this kind, you will know that what I normally do is I go into different types of trends, right? So I'll say that one thing is trending, then I'll go into, normally I do like a top 5. But something is really different about spring summer because there is like an umbrella trend, and it was something that I spoke about in my last trends video, but because it's spring summer and because in summer we tend to do like whatever, it is going to be extremely prevalent and it's going to be something that is kind of taking over, right? So I spoke about Y2K in my previous video, and it is a bigger trend now than it was 6 months ago because obviously there are a couple of factors that are bringing this on. It is warmer, and we know that Y2K is a trend that was just like about bearing skin. Nothing was closed off, absolutely nothing. So Y2K is a huge trend. I'm telling you that all the sub trends that I'm going to be speaking about are all going to be linked to Y2K because obviously 20 years, I speak about this in every video, but every single 20 years trends repeat themselves. If you guys have not had your ear to the ground, you will not have seen this, but it's literally everywhere. Like, if you like think about what you've seen on Instagram today, if you've even watched the Normani video, like, I told y'all 6 months ago that this was, I said it, I told y'all niggas. I said it. Like, the 2000s are literally like everybody's mood board right now. I'm going to break them down for you guys and I'm going to show you guys what is going to come up in retail and what you're gonna see at Mr. Price Cotton On Factory. That's the reason why I make these videos, because I want to tell you what to expect in retail and how to shop it and where it comes from and why you should buy into it. So now that I've explained the fact that, you know what, the 2000s is a big thing, it's a big deal, that's what's going on right now, you will clearly understand what I'm talking about as I go forward. Okay, so one thing that I really try to do every time I think about how I'm going to mood board certain things is I think about it from a black girl's perspective, honestly. Every single time, even with the 90s, I'm not even gonna lie to you, the way that the white pop culture did it and the way black pop culture did it in the 90s was kind of different. I mean, it did have like certain things that were the same, but like it was still different. You know, like when it's still different, that's basically what I do. And when I look at trends like the Y2K, I mean, obviously, if you follow me on Instagram or whatever, you know that I like Britney Spears, Paris Hilton, all that stuff, but it's just like an aesthetic thing. But when I practically look at stuff that I would wear myself, I look towards 2000s, but the way that black pop culture did it. So what was happening around that time? It was Girlfriends was like a hit show in the 2000s. My Wife and Kids was also a thing. Like I said in my previous video, Baby Fat. And when you look at like the aesthetic and like things that I find fun and even like black girls could like relate to in a way, it was like, you know, like the Paris Hilton thing and the young Kim Kardashian. That's like something that we could kind of still like refer to, but not necessarily dress like, because I saw something on Twitter and somebody said that low-rise jeans, or like, you know, the super low-rise jeans that I kept talking about in my last video, somebody said on Twitter that that was anti-black, because honestly we don't have the same body type, guys, honestly, if we're being like 100%, so it can't be the same for different people. Do you know what I'm saying? So that was basically where I was looking to when it came to the 2000s trend. And yeah, so at the core of it, whether or not you're looking at it from how black girls did it to how white girls did it, there are certain things that are just like gonna be the same throughout. So the low-rise jeans, little bit, not always, but yeah, the low-rise jeans were a thing, especially with like celebrities. The really short crop tops, of course, the tiny bags, the thong, the flare leg and mesh. Those are like the things that will be the same throughout. And of course, when you want to see, and I always talk about the fact that if you want to see how trends can be done yourself, you look at people that are already wearing them, who live in your like generation or are like wearing it right now. So of course, Bella Hadid, Rihanna, Kendall Jenner. But I have found a couple more people that I wanted to reference to you guys that post a lot more with this aesthetic on Instagram. And two of my favorites are SalXO and Lisa Gemedi. Those two are a great source for you guys just to see how it's being done. So Lisa will post like the same aesthetic, but she'll do it with like retail basically. So she'll wear like Pretty Little Thing, Boohoo, brands like that, but SalXO will do the high end. It is very inspirational if you guys just looking for people who actually post a lot of, you know, that aesthetic. So yeah, those are two people that I really recommend that you guys look out for, because they do this trend perfectly. So something that I feel like is so cute for the summertime is like denim two pieces. Fashion Nova did it and I was just obsessed. And denim is great for spring because it's too, like, you can't wear denim in winter, you know, like it's just not practical. So spring is the perfect time for you to wear denim, but with this trend it always coordinates. It's like a little two-piece type of situation, and my favorite way to wear it is with like a flare leg and a cropped little denim jacket, and that's like so cute, like so cute. Let's talk about the flare leg. How do you guys feel about the flare leg? I recently bought two flare leg pairs of jeans. I got a black and I got a light wash blue. I feel like I'm going to be doing it. It's cute, especially for my body type. I think it's really nice. It's comfortable, and I just think that it's cute. Like, there's a difference between a trumpet leg and like a flare leg. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you guys feel about that? Like, how do you guys feel about the flare leg? So yeah, that's really 2000s. And then another big thing is like butterflies, right? So we all know, like, back from like Mariah Carey, the emancipation of Mimi, like back from that album, not like even before, like honestly, her signature insect her signature insect was the butterfly, and it's so cute. It's like fairy like, it's such a cute little, it's cute, like it's so cute. And I don't know, like people in the 2000s would do it like in like that transparent fairy whimsical way, like the glittery glossy, you know, like it was cute. Like I hope you guys know what I'm talking about. But like there was t-shirts, not t-shirts, but like little crop tops that were just like butterflies, and I think that's so cute. I saw body jewelry and it was like butterflies or whatever. I know when I get my belly ring, I'm going to get one that has a butterfly on it, just because, you know, I'm a bad bitch, and I think that's like, that's something bad bitches do, you know. And I think that whole ethereal fairy butterfly thing is what led into like the mesh being like a big trend. And I'm not talking about mesh as in like, you know, ravers. Now I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like mesh dresses. And the last video that I did, I talked about those see-through evening gowns. That's the type I'm talking about, like mesh see-through stuff like that. I think that's going to be something that's really cute for summer, especially because it's not heavy and we can just wear it like easily. So just remember the fact that the reason why the 2000s trend is gonna pop in summer is because it's easy to wear and it's like lightweight and it's not hot and it's perfect for the season. And another trend that's still carrying on are the mini bags. The mini bags are coming back, and it's just like, how do I put it? I know that I once spoke about how the Jacquemus bags are super trendy. Those are trendy, but think about what was hot in the 2000s. This mini bag. And I've even seen places like Mr. Price. I ordered mine from Mr. Price and I ordered another one from AliExpress. I got the nude and I got the black. I already know. That's so cute to me. Like, imagine, like, I've got my hair like this, I've got this little top, I've got a mini skirt on, and I've got that little bag. Like I feel like it's cute. Like, do you guys like that trend? I don't know, but I've already bought into it. I like it. And yeah, I mean, the cute little Jacquemus inspired bags are also cute, but I would much rather have that bag. I just think it really depends on your style and your swag. But yeah, something that is also still here, I just referenced it a little bit previously, but it is print mania, the repeat logos. That is like a huge thing still. It's cute because it's very 2000s. So let's talk about prints, right? So obviously animal prints still a thing, period, you already know. But floral prints as well. It's just like floral prints coming back. I mean, obviously, okay, let me not even act surprised, because like that line in The Devil Wears Prada, wow, you're telling me about floral prints in spring, groundbreaking, right? I mean, come on, dude.
They're showing a lot of florals right now, so I was thinking I could
Florals?
do a shoot.
For spring. Groundbreaking.
But yeah, floral print because it's spring. And obviously if you're still into the neon thing, I never hopped onto it, but if you're still into it, it is still a thing, because obviously 2000s, 20 years before the 2000s was the 80s. Spoke about this in my last video. I don't want to repeat myself, you know what I'm saying, because it is kind of the same trend, but I'm just like showing you how to do it in summer. But yeah, I did speak about the 80s, and the neon is still in if you want to do the neon still. I honestly, actually, when we talk about the neon, I feel like neon orange instead of the vault green. Do you know what I'm saying? But like obviously not like a crazy neon orange, but like neon orange, like hits of it. I feel like small little hits of that is cute. Instead of like the vault green. I think the vault green is dead. Like we've been like, it's okay. Like, so yeah, when it comes to like prints, obviously I was talking about the animal prints and the florals, but another thing that's really cute is like tie-dye. That's very 2000s. like that's just something that used to happen in the 2000s, crazy. But I think the cutest way to do tie-dye is if you mixed it with mesh and you put it on a dress. Pretty Little Thing has these two dresses. They are like these tie-dye cowl neck type of dresses. They're mesh, and yeah, that's like kind of what I'm talking about when I talk about tie-dye. if you did it in a very ethereal, fairy, cute way instead of like the crazy way. Yeah. So yeah, it's very retro. When it comes to the print mania, it's retro. It's very Cell XO, like Cell XO. Guys, if you remember anything from this video, you must remember to go follow Cell XO and Lisa Gemelli. Like Gemelli, I don't know how to say her name, but I'll put it on the screen because they're popping. Keeping in with the 2000s trend, we're going to talk about gradient sunnies. I recently ordered these two types. Not two types, I actually just ordered 2 pairs. So I saw Tatiana Elizabeth on Instagram and she posted these little, you remember the micro sunglasses, the ones I was talking about last year, the micro ones? So they have just turned into the very 2000s gradient look. They look like glass. They look like you can just like, they look very fragile. They are, what did I search when I was looking for them? Frameless. They're frameless sunnies. And in the 2000s, obviously the shields were very popular, right? I genuinely cannot. What really looked nice on me was the micro sunnies, so I just decided, let me do the micro sunnies, but let me make them 2000s. So 2000s, like I said, was very ethereal, very whimsical. So I feel like the frameless, they're not heavy on the eye, and they're just like very easy to look at, and they follow with that whole ethereal vibe that I was talking about. And yeah, so I got the blue and I got the like the brown. Oh my god, the brown. I can't wait for that thing to be on my face with a full beat of makeup and lip gloss. You don't have dreams about your orders, but online stores want to take time. That's the issue. The way that you can see how to wear them is just to look at Fenty. Fenty's first collection or second collection came out with rimless glasses and they were just mad fire. They were so cute. I love them. Another big like not mini trend, but what was I talking about? Trends that come from the umbrella trend. Another one of those is tailoring. So the silhouette of what you're wearing is very important. It's always important with every season. With the 90s, when it came to trends from the 90s, baggy was like a thing, and exaggerated silhouettes was a thing in the 90s. So in the 2000s, obviously now I'm talking about micro crop tops, and I'm talking about low-rise jeans. So you know that the proportions are much smaller, and I'm going to be talking about the tailoring sub-trend that comes from the big trend, which is Y2K. So I remember referencing the fact that being like cute, like done up, like not as like lazy or like chill as the 90s, but like actually looking dolled up and looking done up is like a thing for the 2000s. So wearing dress shirts and wearing dresses or shirts as dresses, Fenty did that in their first collection, I believe. Yes, first collection. They did that in their first collection. They did it with like silhouettes that were like differently proportioned. They did like this clenched waist and they did the bigger sleeves and shoulders, and that's like a really nice summary of what I'm talking about, how it's like dressy and it's like the silhouettes are like defined. And then going in with that whole cinched type of thing, if you think about the 80s and you think about like how things were tailored and things were like supposed to be fitted, and like the suit was like a big thing in the 80s, then you understand why the shirt thing and the tailoring thing is like why it makes sense basically. And then for me to make it make sense some more, not only using Fenty, but I'll use House of CB. House of CB has been doing corsets a lot. I spoke about corsets in my last video. Corsets are also just like getting bigger and bigger in summer, and how the whole things are looking put together type of thing makes sense. It's also the ugly frock that I keep talking about in every freaking one of these videos. The ugly frock is getting more put together. Yes, more put together. It's not as it used to be. It is a good example will be that dress from, what's that brand, that South African brand that sells this dress? I forgot. I'll put the name on the screen, but that dress. Keeping on with the whole silhouette thing, I'm going to nod again towards the sleeves, the fact that the sleeves are bigger, which is why Fenty did the shirt with the big sleeves and the like cinched in waist. corset, sleeves. Talked about the sleeves in my winter trends video. I shouldn't have spoken about it in my winter trends video. I should have spoken about it now because obviously temperature, you know, off the shoulder, that's how it would make sense. A big silhouette that you should be looking out for. I know Mr. Price has a dress that is selling in this silhouette. It is the cowl neck silhouette. The cowl neck is like a whole thing, and cowl neck with the ruching on the sides. Ruching is like a big thing. Ruching is always a good thing because it's flattering for multiple body types. But with the ruching on the side, I'm sure you guys know that dress. I love that dress. I want that dress today. Okay? Yes. So yeah, the ruching in conjunction with the cowl neck is very spot on when it comes to like trends. And yeah, so the ruching, the sleeves, the cowl neck, the tailoring, the way things fit you. You really want things to fit you good. And if it's supposed to be big, then let it be big. If it's supposed to be small, let it be small. However, I will be doing my baggy jeans, but of course, because I like think about these things, I had to go get them tailored. So I got all my jeans tailored. So yeah, I take this shit too seriously. But anyway, yeah. And another thing, because I was talking about how the proportions are smaller, obviously I was talking about the sunglasses now, and then I was talking about the low-rise jeans, and then I was talking about the crop tops and how everything's just like small or like purposefully big. Another small thing are the heels. The mini heels are back. I cannot pronounce this freaking brand's name to save my life, but I'll put it on the screen, and I'll put the shoe on the screen. I was skeptical, but now I want. Obviously, like, it's like a high-end brand, but like Ego Shoes was doing the same silhouette, and these are small short heels, and they are bang on trend. I remember even when I was a kid, I had these. Obviously, I was a kid in the 2000s. I was still small, but they were like shoes that we could play with, you know? And they have the little curved heel, so they're more comfortable to walk in. And yeah, like I remember seeing the silhouettes of shoes on Girlfriends. That's like a huge influence of mine. Girlfriends is a huge influence. I'm literally gonna look like Tony from Girlfriends all freaking summer long, because that's just a big influence of mine. And also just like with the heel shape, it would also be like the toes, the sharp toes, but obviously because it's spring summer, it's not going to be an actual pump or like a full shoe. It's going to be the ones I have been buying like a crazy person, which are just like the sandals that are pointed in the front. You guys, I'm just gonna have to say it, and I'm gonna have to say it now. Obviously, like, I was a huge advocate. I feel like everybody was an advocate for this trend, this thing that I'm gonna say now, because it was very comfortable, but block heels are gone. And what is replacing it are the shoes that I'm talking about, the Amina shoe. It's the Amina shoe, it's the pointy heel, and it's also a normal stiletto, as well as a flat block heel. That is what's replacing the block heel. The block heel just, it doesn't look as, like I was saying, the 2000s were so like ethereal and like light-hearted and like light. The block heel is a little too heavy, it's a little too 90s. So yeah, it's going. It's going. If you think about it, if you really think about it, you can't do low-rise jeans, a tiny crop top, a small bag, and a heavy block heel. You know, like, it's just like, if you think about silhouettes, proportions, and like stuff like that, like, then it will like make sense a little bit. So yeah. Just another thing that I just forgot to slide in there is the fact that when I was talking about the denim trend, the utility trend that we were like crazy about earlier on this year, it's still a trend. Utility is still a trend, but it's just moving from the normal cotton that most cargo pants are into like denim. That's just the only thing, because denim, spring, it works. It always works every season. Every season you'll see denim, you'll see floral. Every season, I'm telling you now. Every spring, summer, you guys, just remember this from like, for the future. Every spring, summer, denim, floral. They'll always be there. And then yeah, there's just other like very 2000s things that are going to be coming back like with the quickness. There is this two-piece set that Selexo wore, and it's got this classic you know, like when you know something is from the 2000s, like the knitted, the way that that thing is knitted, the knitting pattern basically. I don't know if it's the knitting pattern, but like you just know, like if you went into your mom's closet right now and you saw that those small little jerseys, I really want one. I really want one. Like just like to wear as a crop top, I think would be cute with like some, oh, think about this. Okay, listen, that little tiny cardigan jersey thing as a crop top with not low rise but like mid rise flare leg jeans and like white heels and like the tiny bag with the thingy, with the shades, with the rimless sunglasses and lip gloss. Tell me I'm not a bad bitch. Tell me now. It's about to be so much fun because in winter I feel like in my last video we were like really overwhelmed, but now it's just like we're kind of seeing like we can do this thing. And I promise you guys, I'll do hauls, I'll do styling videos, I'll do style with me just to like get you guys to like get it a little bit more and like ease into it a bit more, because I'm really excited and I just want you guys to be excited as well, because in my last video we were all scared and I totally understand, but you know, I'm here to do the research for you guys and like ease you guys into it. And I just feel like I'm at the point where I can, let's do it guys, this is how we're gonna do it. And I'm gonna like, don't worry guys, I got you, okay? Don't worry, I got you. That ribbed material basically of those cardigans that I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying, with like a mini skirt or something and the bag. Wow, we're gonna have fun. I'm even excited. Do you know when you're excited? I'm excited. Obviously, like I don't think that retailers will completely do away with high-waisted jeans. I don't think that's gonna happen, especially because people are just like, that's a necessity, you need to sell those. But I mean, they are gonna bring in like not low-rise jeans, I think mid-rise jeans, if I'm being honest. I don't think Cotton On will ever sell low-rise jeans. I mean, if you know how low-rise jeans are, like the zip is literally this small, like they're not gonna do that. But you know, mid-rise jeans might come back. Flare leg jeans definitely are coming. So yeah, it's exciting because it's like very out of a lot of people's comfort zones. And like I was saying, if you've got your personal style intact, then this is just gonna be fun. Like, you know, playing with prints, playing with textures, playing with all these things should be fun, you know? So yeah guys, literally this was just a chill little chit chat, letting you guys know that the biggest trend that you will be seeing, obviously I was just talking about the umbrella trend, which is Y2K, and underneath I talked about mini bags, I talked about butterflies, I spoke about denim, I spoke about pattern like print mania, and I also spoke about silhouettes, tailoring, stuff like that. Those are like things that you will be noticing coming into your retailers soon. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video guys. It was literally so chill, I had so much fun and I'm extremely excited. And yeah, if you did, let me know in the comment section what you think about some of these trends. Tell me what you bought into, what do you like, what don't you like, what are you just never gonna do, like what you're never touching this trend. Let me know down below, and also let me know that you enjoyed this video by liking it, giving it a thumbs up and subscribing, joining the family. I would love to have you a part of our family guys. So yeah, I had so much fun guys. I will literally see you guys for this video next year, for the winter one. It's crazy. I will see you guys for another trends forecast video in 2020. That's crazy. Anyway guys, I had fun. I will see you guys in our next video. I love y'all. Bye guys.